So my story is called Los Cat's Quest, and I may have bit off a little bit too big of a chunk of a story because I kind of like stories. But this story is about a wild cat that lives in the forest, and he has an ache in his chest to find other cats like himself. He's never met another cat. So he asks his friend, Peanut Butter Butterfly, where he could find other cats. He uses his critical thinking skills to think about where he could find other cats, and he wants to utilize Peanut Butter's prior knowledge of the world to help him problem solve this ache in his chest. To find other cats. So that's chapter 1. Chapter 2 shows Los Cat communicating with Peanut Butter Butterfly to figure out how and where he could find other cats. And the butterfly tells him he could find them in London, which is actually not too far away. And together they collaborate on how Los Cat could find these other cats. And they come up with that he could fly there. The only problem is Los Cat can't fly because he's a cat. So, but this the collaboration process continues because the butterfly suggests that he learn to fly from his friend Jolly Roger Rabbit, which is chapter 3. Jolly Roger Rabbit. So Peanut Butter Butterfly leads Los Cat to Jolly Roger Rabbit, who owns a basket that has a bunch of balloons attached to it. And she loves to adventure and fly around the world. And she describes, first she decides to teach Los Cat how to fly her aircraft, and her first thought is to let him just take it. And she says it's kind of like steering a boat, which is an analogy metaphor that she uses. So when that doesn't click, Los Cat's never steered a boat, so he doesn't know how to do that. She decides to explicitly teach him by taking him to London. So she will teach him in the context of flying. So that's why those two are combined, explicit teaching and meaningful context. And she becomes a facilitator of learning because she takes it upon herself to show him how to fly her aircraft in person. So together, J.R. Rabbit, Jolly Roger Rabbit, and Los Cat take off. She instructs him verbally on how to steer the balloon, and then she shows him. And then she lets him take over while she finishes some other stuff up on the vessel, which is cooperative education, because they're doing it together and he is working together with her to learn the process. While learning, he realizes that while learning to fly the vessel, Los Cat realizes that flying the ship is kind of like driving his friend's race car in the aspect of steering, which is near transfer. He tells J.R. Rabbit about this realization, and she says, yep, steering any vehicle is kind of the same. Once you get the hang of one, the others come more easily, which is generalization. She's saying that one vehicle is basically like steering any kind of vehicle. So suddenly, they have a problem. A wind knocks Los Cat off the tiller, and the balloon goes wild. And this is a real-world problem. He doesn't know what to do in this situation just now. And he's going to learn from this situation. He's going to acquire knowledge situationally because J.R. Rabbit springs into action, yanks on the tiller, and shows him how to land without crashing. So the duo now make it safely to London after a hard day of flying, and Los Cat is now in London. He is in a totally new environment. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know how to get food. He's really hungry. But Jolly Roger Rabbit's got his back. This is a social process. He's going to learn how to find food and navigate the city because Jolly Roger Rabbit is going to show him, which is a showing that that learning is a social process, that you need someone to come alongside you and help you out. And that's my story. I think it has potential to continue into another adventure. Originally, I wanted Lowe's cat to find love, but this was a much bigger story than I thought it would be. So there we go, Lowe's Cat's Quest. Thank you.